and getting back on her feet.
Gratefulness. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm happy.
Thanks to your donations, this mother and daughter now have a permanent home.
I don't know what this means to me. Oh, God.
First for you tonight, those snow totals. It wasn't the mountains or the foothills that got most of it last night. It was the heart of the metro.
And in fact, Inglewood actually got the most with nearly 1.5 feet. Denver hasn't been blanketed in this much snow in early February since 2016, and this snow helped put us back on track for the seasonal average. So with all this fresh powder, it makes sense to cancel school, right? Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. Glad you're here tonight. And in this new era of remote learning in the pandemic, schools had the option for students to learn from home.
Of course, some parents and kids told us they were stuck waiting and wondering if class was online, delayed, or if it would be called off altogether. And that is where we begin tonight's 360 look at today's confusion. We're looking at multiple perspectives, from parents navigating an unexpected day of remote learning to teachers who had to adjust their learning plans on the fly, and students who love getting the day off. And kicking us off tonight is Denver7's Liz Gilardi, who joins us live near Denver Public Schools headquarters. And Liz, parents and teachers you spoke with made one thing clear: they don't want snow days to become a thing of the past.
Well, you know, they really don't. And the snow really caught a lot of people off guard, parents, teachers alike. And they did make it clear that they do want snow days. But the decisions made by school districts also caught a lot of people off guard. You know, remote learning brings with it a lot of opportunities, but also challenges.
Due to winter weather and poor travel conditions, Denver Public Schools will have a 100% remote learning day.
An announcement that disappointed thousands of kids wishing for a snow day.
You know, I don't know if you've heard the trick. You're supposed to flush an ice cube down the toilet and put a spoon under your pillow.
Superstitions aside, the decision to shift classes to remote learning in Denver and other districts like Jeffco Public Schools has been met with mixed emotions from parents and teachers alike. We met Laura Reed at a sledding hill. She said the kids are experts at e-learning by now, but they needed to get out of the house after their online classes this morning.
I'm okay with it, but only because we have older kids. I can only imagine if you're in a different situation, it might have been, you know, have a different answer.
Although Leslie Odell is glad her kids are learning, she has a lot of nostalgia for a good old-fashioned snow day.
I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's kind of sad that the traditional snow day is probably a thing of the past. But I'm glad that my kids are home engaging and you know, being stimulated and learning, so as opposed to being home and being on their phones and playing games.
We asked Denver Public Schools about the decision. In a statement, a spokesperson acknowledged the challenges of shifting to remote learning on such a short notice and said, "Our students have already lost so much learning time, and we feel it's important to do whatever we can to maximize academic instruction."
The debate was snow day versus no snow day, and people were not happy on any end of that. The new debate is no snow day at all. And what does that mean for people?
Amy Baca-Ohlert with the Colorado Education Association has been in education long enough to know you can't really make everyone happy. But she says switching to remote learning at the last minute can leave teachers scrambling.
It is really challenging. I think we saw firsthand just how challenging that is last spring when we had to completely flip to remote learning very quickly.
One teacher even started a petition. DPS, bring back snow days. Now that remote learning is an option, should it be the go-to, or should kids get a break?
But that's a big question I think we have is like, okay, when you have a normal school year next year, will a snow day just be a snow day again?
Will it be a snow day again? I know I have some great memories of snow days growing up, but it is hard to make everyone happy. Some school districts did have a true snow day, like Douglas County, also Aurora. But Aurora said in a tweet that they canceled remote learning because they did not provide advance notice of the potential closure. Reporting live was Gilardi, Denver7.
Yeah, who doesn't love a snow day? All right, Liz, thank you. And like most days, districts and schools chose to directly communicate with parents with what the plan was for today. For example, DPS kept students at home for the day and started classes 2 hours late. Over on Twitter, though, school board member Tay Anderson said if he was a parent, he would instead let his kids take a snow day.
I am grateful that, you know, parents decided to use that right. to take their kids out of school today and, have a snow day, be able to have fun, play snowball fights or go sledding, because those are the things that make us Colorado.
Now, as you heard Liz say, some did get a snow day today, and we caught up with some high schoolers out snowboarding in Denver. They even built their own jump.
I'm not opposed to a snow day. Absolutely, they still build stuff into the year, like 5 days a year that they build into our schedule. That should give us the snow day. We got the snow day, we're gonna enjoy it.
Hey, should kids still get snow days with remote learning? And how well did your district communicate plans this morning? Let us know all of this. 360 at thedenverchannel.com.
Well, the sun may be shining out there, but some side roads are still snow covered. Main roads are wet, slushy, and slick in some spots. So let's now go to meteorologist Mike Nelson.
Mike, you have dropped the weather action day. So it looks like a lot of sun, not total sun, but a lot of sun through the weekend.
Quite a bit. There's one more little storm coming in, more on that in a second. This was an overachiever as far as the storm system in many parts of Denver. 16 inches, Cherry Hills Village, 15 at Littleton, and about 8 down in southeast Aurora. That was in my driveway early this morning. Skies are clear now, but there's snow on the ground, and there was melting today. And so as temperatures drop down, we're going to get a lot of refreeze. Watch out the side streets, the sidewalks, bridges, ramps. Going to get icy for tonight. Nothing happening Colorado aside from a couple of flurries down near Trinidad, but this is the next weather front coming our way, and that one spells more snow for the mountains and maybe a little on the plains as we head into the weekend. Details on that in just a few.
All right, we're seeing a little bit, Mike. Thank you very much. Our state's looking a little more blue these days. Tomorrow morning, Jefferson County will be the next to ease back restrictions and move into the state's blue tier. And that will increase capacity to 50% at places like restaurants and gyms. Jefferson now is the second county to move up into blue. Broomfield went blue on Monday.
National Jewish Health says it has spots open at a mass vaccination event this Saturday. It's happening between 9 and 4. You do need to make an appointment, and you can sign up on the National Jewish website. More than 2,200 people ages 70 and up will be vaccinated. Also, the CDC has launched a new search tool to help you search for available vaccine. Just head to vaccinefinder.org. Type in your area code, and for now, or your zip code, for now, it's mostly just pharmacies that are listed, but the CDC hopes to expand the searches soon.
You may remember Ravi Turman. She nearly died of COVID and then ended up living in hotel rooms with her daughter. But through the Denver7 Gives Fund, you donated $20,000 to help her get back on her feet.
And now the last step, finding a permanent home. Denver7's Gary Brode helped give her the keys.
After nearly a year of hotels and Airbnbs,
let me give you those.
Ravi Turman finally has a place to call her own.
Y'all don't know what this means to me. Oh, God. I gotta cry for just a minute.
With the generosity of our Denver7 Gives viewers, Ravi was able to pay off her car, put food in her belly, and clothes on her back. But what she didn't have was somewhere to lay down roots.
It's been a long time. Been wandering so long to finally have something of my own.
Ravi's poor credit made it nearly impossible to qualify for an apartment until Denver7 reached out to Brian Sanchez.
After we discussed Ravi's situation and her story was shared with me, I was like, I can help.
Sanchez owns Denver Apartment Finders.
Unfortunately, not everybody knows how to navigate the system whenever you run into roadblocks and obstacles.
It took him just 1 week to find Robin Nicholson with the Echelon Property Group.
Everybody has a story and everybody has their circumstances. And so for us to be able to just be a part of this, as a company, we're thrilled.
A portion of the $20,000 raised for Ravi went to paying off her outstanding debt. That was enough to get her qualified at the Mosaic apartment complex. The remaining balance covered 5 months of rent.
I'm so grateful to both of you for what you've done.
Thanks to Sanchez and Nicholson cutting through the red tape, this moment was able to happen.
I'm home. I'm finally home.
I did get emotional, and emotional now because, like I said, that's why we do what we do.
The nonprofit Faith in Denver even stocked her fridge.
Oh, wow. Oh, good. I love broccoli.
Tonight, for the first time since 2019, Ravi gets to sleep in her own bed.
To be able to lay in that bed, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even have the words to describe how I'm feeling right now.
In Denver,
I'm so grateful.
Gary Brode,
I'm happy, but these are not sad tears.
Denver7.
These are happy tears.
Well, welcome home, Robbie. And you can make a tax-deductible donation anytime to our Denver7 Gives Fund. Just head over to thedenverchannel.com, visit the Denver7 Gives section. Every donation goes toward our mission of helping Coloradans in need.
Missing out on that date night? Happy hour with friends?
Over here we got Bray Barousse. It's 100% sheep's milk cheese from Lyon, France.
Why not bring the fancy wine and cheese right to your home?
We want people to have access to great artisan cheese.
The Colorado company that's pairing all your favorites. And videos we can't get enough of, Colorado dogs loving this snow.
Plus, U.S. Capitol Police deny they had any idea a large riot was coming their way last month.
There was no such intelligence.